Hello and welcome back to Star Citizen. My name is evenleasesc, and today on 10 Minutes More or Less Ship Review, right behind me, the ANVIL C8R Pisces Rescue. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, welcome back to another review. Today, the Pisces Rescue. Before we get started, I just want to thank everybody for the last giveaway. You guys are truly awesome. You all entered. It was phenomenal. It was a great time. And congrats again to the winner. I hope you're really enjoying the Peregrine. It's a pretty sweet little racer. So this week is actually my birthday, so I'm going to be not probably making a video on Thursday and Friday, but I'll try to get them out until then. And then potentially, well, I might. I don't know. We'll see. Let's take a look at this ship here. This Pisces Rescue, I haven't taken a look at the C8R in a long time. It was like 12 months ago, and it was like 3.22, or even prior to that, I think. But, oh no, it's 3.22, I think. But I really didn't go over anything on it. I just feel like it was very, beginning of coming back to YouTube, and I was like really bland. It's terrible. So let's do it right this time. This ship, using update 3.24.1, is $65 if you were to buy it on the Pledge Store. It is a medical rescue ship, and it's $555,000, or $65 in the Pledge Store, or $555,660 AUEC if you were to buy it in game, which is a phenomenal price for what it can do. And I'm just talking about the in-game price. I mean, if you want to spend the money outside of the game, go for it. It's your money, have fun. It's a fantastic ship and totally worth it right now. And I'm a little hesitant on the right now because right now this ship can spawn you in the medical bed, but it's not going to be a forever thing, right? It's a tier 3 medical bed, carrying ship, but right now it can spawn you. It's kind of like a little quirk of this ship and any medical bed currently. So something to remember once we get into the interior, and I kind of go over that. Now, before that point, let's talk about its damage here. As you can see, it does have 2 guns on the front of it. It gives you a total of 194 DPS because you're only sitting with 2 size 1 CF117 Badgers. Or Bulldogs. Sorry, I said Badgers. CF117 Bulldogs. And honestly, that amount of DPS just isn't much to do anything, but it at least gives you a fighting chance if you need to take out some ground targets on your way to a medical rescue. That's pretty much it, really. You could probably do some damage to some lighter aircraft or spacecraft, but, you don't really have the health pool or the shield pool to, stay into a fight too long. Obviously, it's not a fighting ship. It's just nice that it has the weapons. Now, it also has 2 size 1 Marksman 1 missiles, 1 under each wing. And then past that, like I said, this thing, it doesn't really have too much for defensive capability. It's 1,500 bubble shield, which is quite a little amount, and honestly, kind of like the only real negative thing about the ship. You're going to lose that shield pretty much immediately if you do get attacked, and then after that you have 6,250 ship HP. So your ship HP isn't too terrible, just due to the fact that there's ships that are even under that, and you're not really supposed to be in the middle of a dogfight or something with this ship, so as long as you're not doing that, you should be okay. It is a amazing runner for medical, or even going to bunkers, or just having a good old time doing deliveries. This is just a fantastic ship to do it with because of the fact that you can kind of spawn in it right now. Now, it does have 0.71 internal storage, so that means you can store some things. Past that, it does have a 220 SCM top speed, a 460 forward boost, and a 300 backwards boost. So, and a 1,150 nav speed. So she's not terribly slow either. She's pretty peppy, and she has fantastic acceleration. This thing is just flies. When you hit the gas, it just gets going. Gotta love that. So she's not bad in the speed department. She's very nimble, and she's a very small ship. So it's pretty easy to dodge incoming fire. You shouldn't have to worry too much about whether or not you're getting shot at. As long as you're not sticking around to find out what happens next, you should be okay. But worst case, just throw on those emergency lights for a few minutes. maybe scare him away. Oh no, it's the Popo. Oh, it's just a medical ship. Otherwise, you have 742 quantum fuel, not too much quantum fuel. So it's not a bad point. Obviously, there's ships underneath that too. So it's above the average for this size ship, which is good. It's a good amount of quantum fuel for the size ship. I just always wish these ships had a little bit more. But it is what you would call like a parasite ship, right? This thing's supposed to come out of the top of like a ANVIL C8R or another ship that can carry, a craft of this size. This is a pretty neat one. It can really be used in a lot of scenarios. So gotta love that. Also, another neat thing about this ship is the fact that at any ground vehicle spawning location, like an outpost, you can actually spawn this ship just like the other Pisces variants. And that's just really cool. It really adds to the deployability and accessibility of this ship, and I think that's just fantastic. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the interior here. I'm gonna go ahead and enter, and first thing you see is this like little clean room area. As you can see, there is components here on the side walls. You get the jump drives and stuff, but you cannot access them right now. So really, again, it's kind of like my only negative thing is the shield, and you don't have your components passed. You do have kind of like a gold standard because the buttons are physicalized, but it's not 100% gold standard because you don't have your components and you can't open the doors. Now, this is like a clean room area. Those are right there like little sprayers that you can absolutely spray someone off. So interesting choice to do that with your hopefully waterproof component doors sitting here and your power plant, or you're going to have quite the electrical fun back here. But through this door, this nice little privacy glass here, once this door closes, you do have the... Close that. Oh, it's like a half privacy. So if someone's standing there, that's going to be like looking at you anyways, right? But from the other side. You have your tier 3 medical bed right here, which once you get into it, which I'll show you, you go ahead and lay down as a patient. Like if you're out doing bunkers or something, you can definitely heal yourself going to the medical care tab. And then you can also set your regeneration. Now, you could also go ahead and go into admin, which will, allow you to see who else has set their regeneration here. So you can go ahead and scrub that right out of there and not allow them to spawn on your ship if you feel like someone's being sneaky. Now, let me go ahead and get out of this bed. It was very dangerous to me. I feel like I'm always scared of getting in beds or going near toilets, so I'm not going to do that again. There's also a console here, so if you have someone that might potentially be unconscious or dead, you can control their medical care right through this console by pressing F and doing the same thing. Patient care, nobody's there. Regeneration, and as well as your admin tab. So pretty neat. I love that. That's really cool. And then right down here, you can open up these little compartments. Don't really know what the use of that is quite yet, but it's kind of neat. And then you have a jump seat here for the nurse that is on board or doctor that is taking care of the patient. Now, if you head over here, you do have some, pretty nifty looking stuff for your medical care need. And oh, here's your storage. Okay, so cool. You do have internal storage on this ship, so scratch what I said earlier in the video. You do have internal storage. It's right here at the top, labeled patient and crew storage. You can go ahead and access that and store away some of your equipment. And then if you look here, you have some medical supplies that you cannot touch. And then if you go down here, you can actually open these doors and you can take these things. So you do get free water bottles, all sorts of different medical pens and bandages and all sorts of cool stuff. So that's a pretty neat thing about, some of these ships that have these doors. I tried to open this side. Let me try that again. Okay. Oh, Let me try this side. Oh, here we go. So it does have, a lot of this, and that's really cool. I actually think that is, I can't wait to see more of that in ships that are supposed to have it. Now, outside of that, it's a pretty nice looking ship. It's got a lot of capabilities, and it's able to do so much with so little, right? And that's just fantastic. You can do deliveries, you can do bunkers, you can run around doing medical care. It's just such a big package in a small ship. And I love that. It's a really great ship. Honestly, it has guns, so that's a positive point for me. Honestly, this ship here is an 8.5 out of 10 for me. The only real negative points is its shield strength and also its components gold standard. Otherwise, this thing is just such a phenomenal little beast of a medical care ship, as long as we can spawn in it, right? I know that's not going to be like the permanent thing, and that's understandable. It was never meant to be like that permanently, but, until that's gone, just enjoy and have fun. Really take advantage of that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of the medical variant Pisces down in the comments below. I really enjoy this thing. It's a fantastic little ship. 8.5 out of 10 from me. And honestly, you could probably rate this thing a 10 just with how capable it really is out there and keeping you alive and your friends as well. Again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.